All right. Welcome to SideboardMTG. My name is Eric, and today we've got a cool deck for you. This one's been making a lot of waves. A lot of people probably actually know this as a red-white tokens deck. The real idea of this deck is heroic reinforcements. So if you like heroic reinforcements, you're going to love this Mardu deck. It's almost mono-white. There's not a single land in the deck that cannot produce white mana, which makes it great for the Benalish Marshal. So I hope you guys like this deck. We're going to give it a little test run tonight. And if you do, give it that thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys. Let's take a look. What's up? How's everyone doing? Good evening, all. Yeah, YouTube primary ingest server was having a problem, so switched to a backup ingest server, and it looks like we're good now. So actually, I've got some really good frames, so maybe we need to start using this one all the time, right? All right, guys, we've got a cool deck for you here. This is a Mardu Aggro, Mardu Tokens, mono white, whatever you want to call it, whatever suits your fancy. We've got a pretty cool deck for you tonight. Alright, guys, so I want to talk about this mana base right off the bat, and before I can talk about the mana base, I need to mention the fact that the white petal is in here. Benalish Marshal. Now, most of you guys know that I do not like running these petals other than green. I think that you can get away with more colors that do not, or mana that doesn't produce the colors for your petal in green than you can in any other color, mainly because most of those decks run Llanowar Elves, but we don't have Llanowar Elves here, so we need as many white sources as possible, and that's what this mana base has got covered here. Now, every single land in this deck can produce white mana. Okay, not a single land doesn't produce white mana. We've got Spire of Industry, which can produce any color because there's a good chance we're going to have an artifact. We'll talk about that in a moment. Shefet Dunes, which can produce that white mana for you. Inspiring Vantage, which can also produce white mana. Concealed Courtyard here, of course, and Aether Hub. And then we've got three little planes just kind of hanging out there. Only basics in the deck. 3 plains, no mountains, no swamps, just white mana. Alright, so the mana base is mono white with a splash. We splashed black, we splashed red, and that's for 2 cards each. We've got a splash of red so that we can get off this Bomat Courier ability, or so that we can cast our heroic reinforcements. Then the same thing for black. We need to be able to use this extra ability here on Scrapheap Scrounger. And we might want to be able to cast our black spell in the deck, Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Now, the real thing here with Weaponcraft Enthusiast is we're going to want to try to go as wide as possible, as quickly as possible, so that when our heroic reinforcements enters, or when that hits, you're just as big and as bad as you can possibly be. Let's take a look at this 4-mana sorcery here that's got a lot of people in Magic right now in an uproar. Boros colors here, 1 red, 1 white, 2 colorless, and you create 2 1/1 white soldier tokens. Well, 4 mana for 2 tokens. Wait, there's more. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. So those soldiers are going to be 2/2s with haste. They're coming in that turn. Also, you know, if you've got all of these other little creatures on the battlefield, like your Servo Expedition, creating a couple extra servos. If you've got History of Benalia, creating some, some dudes there. Heroic Reinforcements is going to be absolutely terrific. If you can get this to all go off the same turn that your History of Benalia goes off, you're talking some major damage coming at the opponent. Man, this is going to be a ton of fun. Now, we start the curve off here with Legion's Landing here with the ability to just give us a couple life linkers, or give us a life linker, and then, later down the road, maybe get a couple more. It really gives us the ability to kind of get on into the late game to continue, adding pressure to the board, adding extra things. No, guys, none of that. This is an aggro deck. We're just straightforward. We don't want to take turn 4 off playing a card that's not going to do anything that very turn. We're wanting all action all the day, all the time. No Anointed Processions, no Saram's Expertise. 4 mana is completely held up by heroic reinforcements here. And that's pretty much, you know, the game plan. We've got Toolcraft Exemplar. Yes, I know this dies to Goblin Chain Whirler, but the whole deck dies to Goblin Chain Whirler unless you get that Benalish Marshal. Benalish Marshal does beat Goblin Chain Whirler in the Enter the Battlefield. No removal. No removal. We're all aggro all the day, all the time. We're just going to keep coming at them and see if we can just jank in a little combo here. So, you know, that's kind of the plan. We've got Scrap Heap Scrounger for recursive threats. And then, you know, once we get our board wide, we've got some Pride of Conquerors. We're going to try to, you know, just keep pushing in on the opponent. We've got really, really good ways to make use of Pride of Conquerors. Yeah, you remove the opponent. There's your removal. Remove the opponent. Pride of Conquerors is so much better than a lot of people give it credit for. It's a great combat trick, and that's kind of the game plan here in the main board. Let's take a look at the sideboard, see what we've got in store here. Now, the sideboard is baffling in for a little bit of removal. You guys are wanting some removal. We've got some Settle the Wreckage, just in case they think they're big enough and bad enough to swing at us. You know, that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. And then, of course, you know, cast outs to be able to deal with Teferis and stuff. But, you know, we've also got Sorcerer's Spyglass for the very same reason. Now, we might want to be able to, you know, finish our opponent off with a Banefire or so. Or maybe we're just going to, you know, dump our hand, throw down a Hazoret, and go to town, okay? So, that's the game plan. That's the deck. Hope you guys like the deck tech. We'll get into a couple shout-outs, and then we're going to get into some gameplay with this thing. All right? All right, let's see what all we've got. Kenneth, what's up, K-Dog? How you doing? James Clugston, how you doing? Good man. James is the one that brought this deck to my attention. Originally, I'd been looking at the red-white version of it, and he's seen, you know, there's some people playing black in these decks, just for Toolcraft Exemplar and, Weaponcraft Enthusiast and Scrap Heap Scrounger. It makes a lot of sense. I think it gives the deck a little bit more of a, you know, an aggressive feel. So this is going to be a really cool deck. I look forward to playing it for you guys. So Spyglass is amazing sideboard tech, isn't it, though? It really is, Steven. Michael Pitts, how you doing? Looks exciting? I'm excited. MTG card collector, and in 3 weeks, poof, it's gone. Right? Heroic Reinforcements is not gone, and that's what we're really looking at here. We're looking for a deck that can showcase the power of Heroic Reinforcements. Pride of Conquerors is still going to be a thing. This could very easily become Mardu Vampires after the show. Let's test it. Everything should be working. We just updated OBS. We've got all those things working. We should have alerts working. I'm still not getting anything. Oh, come on. Come on. Nothing? And maybe it's delayed. Bam! There's the shot. The shot heard around the world. All right. It's working. Hey, and all the little balls made it in the glass. How about that? Jack Breacher, how you doing? Yeah, Mardu Vampires does sound extra spicy. I'm already brewing on it. I'm already thinking about it. Like, where does this deck go after rotation? And Mardu Vampires is what I'm thinking. Like, let's give all those little life-linking vampires, you know, extra boost. Give them haste. Give them, you know, Pride of Conquerors, things like that. Seems really good. Jack Breacher, what's up? Danes TM, you like Goblin Instigator in this deck. That would probably be pretty good if we had a little bit more red mana. Boros Boone, Steven Steele, Jizza, Zaxadillo, you made it. Zax, what's up, fella? Aiden, how you doing, buddy? Madness, it's mono white, Madness. It's mono white. I'm picking, man. I'm just trying to trigger you. That's all. That's all. Don't be offended. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that, man. Much love, dude. Much love to all of you. Albatross, dude. It's been forever. It has been forever. It's good to see you. Great to see you. Who else we got in here? I could have sworn I seen a couple other names that I didn't call out. I know we've got Barry, Justin Clay. What's up, sir? Logic Order. Didn't get a shout out for him. Carter B. Gerard Martin, Jared Martin, yeah, I'm gonna keep butchering that. My bad, dude. All right, guys. There's probably a couple more of you that I didn't get a yell out for. Level Rod Gaming, What's up, dude? How's it going? Happy song request for the few seconds you have left. You got it, buddy. I'm starting a new song right now, so let's just go ahead and bounce over to that. I'll give you a little bit more volume, and we're going to get started into some gameplay. Get that mood just right. Oh, Moose Logic took my spot. Ah, Taliban Hunt Club's out for action tonight. He's out and he's playing. Let's jump into some queues. All right, let's see if we can find an opponent here in a queue. I feel good about this deck. I do. I really do. I feel good about this deck. Stress test. It looks like everything's working. I think everything's working, and that starts to make me think that maybe the YouTube ingest server was the problem, because we're on one of the backup ingest servers right now, and everything seems good. The Taliban Hunting Club, yeah, you can join that. It's called United States Marine Corps. Go for it, buddy. There's a recruiter in a town near you, I promise. They will definitely let you join. All right. Horrible hand. This is just absolutely horrible. I don't think that I can keep this. If we had more sources of white, I would. Like, this is probably like the worst thing that we could hope for here. I mean, we could be able to get a servo expedition off on 2. Pride of Conquerors, we're never going to really get that History of Benalia down. These lands are not going to help for Benalish Marshall. So I'm going to mulligan this hand based on lands alone. Oh my goodness, it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. It gets worse. All right, mulligan again. This is how it's going to be. I actually want that. We're going to keep that on top. We'll start with a Concealed Courtyard. Drop down this Toolcraft Exemplar. We'll be able to play that. The main reason I kept that on top is because it's going to produce a couple artifacts, and those are going to be absolutely necessary for the way this deck performs. So, yeah. Simplify. I seen someone type in Simplify. What? Simplify, bro. Prior 0311. Oh, man. Yeah, that was me. 0311. Congratulations, you made it. Yeah, that for those of you wondering what 0311 is, that's just straight leg infantry, you know, just boots on the ground, also known as grunts. In the Marine Corps, there are 2 types of Marines. There are grunts, and then there are everyone else. All right. Well, I'm glad we're starting at the rock bottom of starts. Yeah, we are. So we're just gonna play the servo expedition on 2 and go from there. Looks like our opponent may be playing somewhere close to the same thing that we are. Ooh, Inspiring Vantage. I like it. I like it. If he's got removal, we will probably see that here. The opponent didn't have the greatest start. I mean, you don't normally want to play this Dauntless Bodyguard unless you have something to put it on. So, how's this deck doing? Game 1, turn 1, man. You just saw turn 1. Welcome to the show for the Horde. Glad you could make it. Believe, buddy. Believe. I'm with you, Michael. So far, so good, though. I mean, it's turned through. Turn 2, and we've hit him for 3, and we've got 3 creatures on the battlefield. So not a horrible start. I'm 100% believing we're in some type of mirror match, and it's really going to just boil down to you know, who has the biggest, baddest board the quickest. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So the question is, nah, we'll flip it next turn. We will flip it next turn. If this was an artifact, we would have first strike here, and we would be able to just go ahead and get in. But it's not, so we really do need, like, Oh man, if this other Spire of Industry was, you know, Scrap Heap Scrounger, we would have been golden. So golden. But unfortunately, we're not, and this is going to be one heck of a fight. We'll see, though. Hopefully, the opponent will get crossways with us, and we'll be able to do something. Steven Steele, I have no clue what that means. Magna Hu to Tanksta? What? Das Volt? What? What? You guys are Teufelhunden? What? I have no clue what you guys are talking about. Oh no, the opponent's got the History of Benalia draws. Ouch. Ouch, opponent. Ooh, sweet. That's worth it right there. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's enough to allow me to swing with this Toolcraft Exemplar. If he wants to put a couple bodies in front of it, that's fine by me. And if he doesn't, it looks like he's probably just trying to wait for a 4th mana so that he can cast his Heroic Reinforcements. I'm hoping that we can survive a turn and just kind of go off from there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Toolcraft Exemplar getting first strike's actually really beneficial. A lot of people forget that he can get first strike if you have Metalcraft. So, you once played a game where a dude hit 3 History of Benalias in a row? Yeah. Yeah, we did that on stream here not too long ago with Justin Clay's deck. Dude just went history, 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 and that was it. That's all she wrote. Wow! Opponent! Woo! Them knights is doing work. This is lethal. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He'll be at 1. Okay. We'll take it. We will take it. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's see what happens. We're dead, right? So dead. He's got to do a bunch of math. Yeah, I mean, his 3/3 Vigilance Knights are gonna beat us in the face anyway. Like we lost this when we mulliganed down, but still had to play it out. So, yeah, he's gonna be able to stop quite a bit of things, and he's not gonna be dead enough to like. We probably shouldn't even have shown him the Heroic Reinforcements, but he knows we have them. He's running them too, so. Yep. That's gonna be game. Come on, we know the math quicker than you do, opponent. Come on, you put your 3/3s in front of 2/2s, and then we move on. 100% want Settle the Wreckage here. Baffling End's probably fairly good, and because he's got a lot of blockers, I don't think we've got Bomat Courier. I don't think we can really rock the Bomat Courier. And then Heroic Reinforcements is going to stick around. Pride of Conquerors is going to be great because we are going to have to meet him in combat. We can probably dial back on a couple Weaponcraft Enthusiasts and go from there. We need all the Lords, all the Lifelink, and all of those things. So, yeah. Yeah, Benalia is just great. It's so good. I mean, double Benalia there. Plus, you know, we had to mulligan to Oblivion. This is crazy. We've got no action. No action whatsoever. It's not the worst thing in the world, though. I'm going to keep it. We have our color. We have Benelish Marshall. Those sort of things. So we'll just start out with the planes and pass. Yeah, that was a huge bummer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Haze of Pollen is a cycling card. We're going to lose that. So with 3x Knights of Grace. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a combo. We're definitely playing a mirror match. That shows you guys just how much of this is getting play. I am going to baffling in this Bomat Courier. We're just going to be done with that. We definitely want to like hold up as much as possible here. Cartouche, first strike 2/2, getting in there. Inspiring Vantage, and then we'll cast our Scrap Heap Scrounger and pass. I mean, yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of damage here, but Benelish Marshall is gonna be really nice. We'll see what kind of removal the opponent's got. Well, we also lose cards like Sheffet Dunes, so that's a thing. Hopefully these Sheffet Dunes are going to come in handy here for us. First strike Vigilance, first strike Lifelink, not good. All right, so we're going to go Marshall. Swing. Now, he may have like Pride of Conquerors or something like that. If he's got Pride of Conquerors, he's going to be able to easily kill this. And this is about the best we can hope for. We're looking for some token creators off the top. Yeah, 3 Sheffets. We're not getting the best land hands here. We mulligan to 5 game 1. We kept a 5 lander in game 2 just because I didn't want to mulligan to Oblivion again. I mean, at least we had playable cards. The opponent's got Legions landing for days. So, these are all things. I think we kill the first striker if something goes on here. Yeah, I think we try to kill the first striker if he goes into combat. I mean, I assume that he wants to flip this Legion's Landing, because that'll give him the 4 mana he needs. He does not. Okay, well, this works. We can go Servo Expedition. Scrap Heap Scrounger. I am willing to swing with my Scrap Heap. There's no point in leaving him back. The opponent wants to, get some bodies in front of it. Oh, that's bad. He puts both first strikers in front of it. Okay, our opponent did not see the block. He could have put both first strikers in front of it. He would have gained 2 life. It was actually a bad swing. I should not have made that swing. I didn't think about both first strikers, and the opponent just didn't go that route. He's got the City's Blessing. Pride of Conquerors is going to be mean. Maybe even lethal. What are we looking at here? I mean, we're matching him on damage as of right now, but we'll see what happens. What do we need to get rid of the most? So let's baffling in first strike and lifelink. Can't block with these guys, so we're going to start sending them in. Maybe we should have kept this as black mana. Wow. Really, opponent? Are you just taking it. He may have that lethal swing here for us. He may be able to just go lethal. Smash that like button, y'all. Right? Smash that like button. Show that love. He's got the city's blessing, so, I mean, he's definitely going to be able to have one mean Pride of Conquerors here. Man, losing our Benelish Marshal seems bad. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Jesus. Alright, well, let's go to blocks. We'll block, block, block. I mean, Pride of Conquerors is going to be a blowout. We were dead to it anyway. Yeah. I mean, Pride of Conquerors was going to kill us anyway. So, yeah. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. That was supposed to be a Settle the Wreckage. It was supposed to be a Settle the Wreckage. Well, that was a good game. Yeah. Two very aggressive decks going head to head, and that's what happens. That is what happens. We're going to jump back into another game. Yeah, opponent just drew better than us. You're right. For Gondor! I like that name. That's pretty cool. Okay. Turn 1 Legion's Landing. We might be able to get an artifact and get into this. I'm going to keep it. We're going to see what happens. The turn 1 Legion's Landing feels good to me. Worst case scenario, we'll turn to another Legion's Landing. Just get some extra bodies out there. We just need to go as wide as we can, as fast as we can, and then hit one of our finisher spells. Add that to our board. Just go lethal. Good part about the last game was it shows the power of the deck. I mean, straight up, that's what this deck does. It goes wide, gets very aggressive, and you know, that's basically it. That's what you're looking at. So, how's it going, Sean? What's up, sir? Oh, that's Batman. I like that. That's a cool picture, man. Come on, land off the top. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. We're gonna play a little history lesson here. Yeah, just sing a little tune. Little history lesson. We're not swinging with the lifelinker because he would be able to eat that. I'm willing to trade this for his Servant of the Conduit. Also willing to just punch in for a little damage. Here comes the big boys. Sarkhan's Unsealing. Well, isn't that a thing? Alright, so, I mean, we play land. Benelish Marshal. We're going to swing. Flip our Legion's Landing. Do a little bit of damage. Just a little. Just a little. He's at 7. And then we'll pay a life, play another Legion's Landing, make another dude, and pray he doesn't have a 7 power card. If he's got a 7 power dude, we are in so much trouble. Don't be 7 power. Just be another servant. Hey, that'll work. That will work. All right. What does that do? Does that save him? Knights we control get a nice little buff. We're gonna sacrifice Shepherdunes. Sacrifice Shepherdunes to itself. Should have used this mana, right? Doesn't really matter though. And getting in there. Yeah, we'll keep that one. And that's still 8 points of damage, opponent. Pay cost? Oh, Blossoming Defense. Alright, well, I mean, it was a good try. That was a good try. Did someone say unsealing? Alright, so there you go. I mean, that's what this deck does. It is super fast. I think against Sarkhan's Unsealing, there's not many things I want. Baffling End's not going to do a lot of good. We may want to go with just Cast Out. But I probably just want to stay as fast as possible. Being able to kill his mana dorks might be pretty good. Like, Baffling End's not going to hit anything that triggers the Sarkhan's Unsealing. I mean, yeah, we'd be able to, you know, turn to Baffling End, a Land of War Elf or something, but that's not actually standing in our way. I don't think he blocks with that, and we just want to chip in, get as much damage as possible, and pray he doesn't hit, you know, a Hellion. I assume that he's running Hellions. Hellion's like the best card to put in those, so. Anything you want reprinted in guilds? Yeah, I want Fatal Push to stick around. I would like Walking Ballista to stick around. So if they could just instantly reprint Walking Ballista and Fatal Push, you know, I'd be happy. You know, that sort of thing. What would we want Spyglass for? Like, what would be a triggered ability or an activated ability that isn't a mana ability? Remember that. Activated abilities of sources with a chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities, so they're still going to be able to use Land of War Elves, Servant of the Conduit, things like that. Sarkhan's Unsealing is a triggered ability, not a you know, an activated ability, so I can't think of why we would want anything there. We're gonna try to stay. I guess Scrap Heap is one of the weaker cards here. I guess I'll take out one Bomat Courier and one Scrap Heap. It's probably just two Bomat Couriers, but yeah. You're having trouble trying to put together your own Unsealing deck? Well, we have played quite a few Unsealing decks on the channel here, so there's a lot of information there to kind of go around. You know, go check out one of the mini Sarkhan's Unsealing decks. But what I want to tell you is you're already in red because you're playing Sarkhan's Unsealing. Oh man, well, I can play Legion's Landing and cycle the Cast Out. I'm gonna keep it. We'll put that on the bottom. We'll try to get another card here. We've got a couple draws before we're dead with no lands. Look at that, bam! That's what I'm talking about. So we'll just start out with the Legion's Landing and go from here. Green needs Blossoming Defense replacement. Yeah, you're right. Told you the deck was silly. It's very powerful and fast. It is very powerful and very fast. So you were 100% right there. We just kill his servant. We kill his servant. I just use this as a kill spell. I think we've got to wait, which seems bad, right? Seems bad, man. We've got a little bit of time here. Yeah, the deck is stupid fast. I've played against it a couple times, the red white, and it's mean. It really is mean. He's attacking. So is he just going to hard cast this Still Leaf Champion? Yeah, he's hard casting it. I'm going to cycle this Cast Out. I need to hit another land. Should have cycled it last turn. Yeah, should have done it. Can't even produce white with this. I think we just play History of Benalia. Start getting set up. Hopefully we'll get to an artifact which will allow us to heroic reinforcements. I would love to just continue hitting land here. Get all the way to 6 mana, be able to cast Heroic Reinforcements and Pride of Conquerors onto the same turn. So that would be epic. Yep, that's happening. You got us, opponent. We can't block it. Ronas, and he can block. Well, I mean, we can keep having history lessons, but it's really not going to be enough. Yeah, it's really just not going to be enough. He's probably got us this game. There's a Brontodon. He can use that to destroy one of our histories. Yep, and he does. At least we get to keep going wide. May just flip this Legion's Landing here. Oh my goodness, we need an artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, 4, 8, 12. He blocks one of them. 13, 14, 15. We can swing for 15 right now, even if he blocks just one. It's Vigilance. Can Toolcraft Exemplar. I definitely want to swing here. If he wants to eat one of them, that's fine. We can deal with that. Now I 100% cast it. So, I mean, we hit him for a healthy chunk there. And we do have an extra white mana, which means that, you know, this turn we can play Benalish Marshal. He doesn't swing. Alright, well, Benalish Marshal to the rescue, maybe? Maybe that's what happens here. Let's go to combat. Look at a little bit. Look at a little bit of math. He can block 2, and he'll take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. He'll lose his Still Leaf Champion. Like, he has to block with the Still Leaf Champion, right? Okay. So he takes 9, he loses Still Leaf Champion, which means that he's at 3. Oh, Gigantosaur! And it's over. That's how it goes down. We cannot draw a red land off the top. Bomat Courier off the top doesn't do it. No, doesn't do it. This can buy us a little time. Yeah, this will buy us just a little bit of time. We'll fabricate here. We'll go servos. We'll play another Legion's Landing. Get us another lifelinker. And hopefully he doesn't have another Gigantosaur. Yeah, Gigantosaur was big there, but anything that triggers... There you go. Anything that triggers Sarkhan's Unsealing kills us, so... Yeah. Ronus is Trample. Ronus can't give himself Trample. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He would have just been able to give it trample. You're right. Okay. Well, the deck has no way to deal with something the likes of Sarkhan's Unsealing. We just want to be as fast as possible, so I am going to put my artifacts back in the deck. That seems like really bad when we don't have the artifacts. I'll peel one Legion's Landing back, one Weaponcraft Enthusiast, and maybe it's not Cast Out that we want, and we just want Settle? No. I think it's Cast Out. And we just deal with the fight. It seems bad, man. It seems real bad. Yeah, Gigantosaur is sweet and unsealing, but I don't like it. I would rather just have like Galta. And this hand looks okay. Not the greatest hand in the world. I mean, it's not super fast. I don't think this hand wins. If he's got a decent hand at all, I don't think this hand wins, but we will be able to get to a Cast Out and keep him from wiping the board on us. So that's probably where we just kind of have to be. And pray we draw some artifacts. You know, I think that's just where we're at. We do need to get to 4 mana before we can even use that Cast Out, so yeah. Ooh. I'm just going to play another Legion's Landing. Just giving myself a wealth of creatures seems like where I want to be. Get in there for 1. Send the message. We're 21 now, opponent. That's not divisible by 4. You're going to have to do a little bit extra. Ooh, Concealed Courtyard. See? Look at this. Getting in for 2. We'll probably just cast out this Brontodon. Yeah, I'm going to cast out the Brontodon. Just because I really want to be able to hit next turn with his History of Benalia. Just trying to keep going here. Play Sarkhan's Unsealing. We go 4, 8, 10. It's not enough. We won't have enough. Brontodon, pop our History. You got to do it now, opponent. So we're looking at 4, 5, 6. Yep. Good 4 mana play by the opponent. Double Brontodon. We get an energy. Play Weaponcraft Enthusiast, which also produces artifacts. We'll go servos. And I'm gonna go Weaponcraft Enthusiast. We'll go servos. Attack. And we're praying that we're just wide enough to get around him. Shepherd Dunes off the top would be absolutely terrific. Shepherd Dunes, anything that's going to give us a +1. Pride of Conquerors would be... Oh, Pride of Conquerors, it would be over. What? What? Scoops it up. Pack it up and go home. Too fast. There we go. And that's why Reclamation Sage is better than Bronze. You get to keep your body. You're right. Reclamation Sage is, it's no joke. Brontodon allows you to play it, start acting as a... Oh, man. Oh, this hand looks so sweet. depending on what we're playing against, this hand could be super sweet. We do need to draw one more land. Opponent's already mulliganed to 6. We're going to see if he mulligans down to 5. He kept his hand. He's going to stay at 6. Jarrett JK. I'm talking about spoilers, guys. What do you guys think about TJ? Did you guys see the new spoilers? Did you see TJ? All right. TJ looks great. I'm going to let you guys think about what TJ is. And if you want a hint, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint what TJ is. I actually like the idea of TJ. LeBrontodon does block Chain Whirler, though. You are right. You are right. LeBrontodon blocks Chain Whirler. I'm going to Toolcraft Scrap Heaps, Toolcraft, Servo. No, I think it's Scrap Heap Scrounger. Murmuring Mystic, Madness, my man, Talran Jr. Yeah, somebody on Reddit dubbed him Talran Jr. and I was like, that's it. I'm calling him TJ from now on. That's it. That Murmuring Mystic is TJ. Talran Jr. I seen that when we were surfing around on Reddit, and I was like, I love it. I love it. That is that card's name. Boy, that was tough. Hey, clever thinking. Getting through my riddles, right? You want a Niv Mizzet to be reprinted? Oh, you and me both. Painted Bluffs. What? Well, it's good to see someone play this before it's gone, right? This card got no love. No love. Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. What the heck are we playing against? The opponent's got a little jank here. Hard to play around jank. I love it. I love it. We need land. I want to kill that wall. The wall's standing in my way. We're playing against the No Love deck. What? There's a No Love deck? Interesting. Did you mean Nicol Bolas? No, he meant Niv Mizzet, right? Really? You like the Elemental? Elemental looks okay. I'm going to do nothing. We didn't lose anything from that swing, so we will Toolcraft Exemplar, I guess. Alright, I want to save these for later. Deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Activate this ability only if you control a desert or there's a desert card in your graveyard. I'd love to see Niv Mizzet in Standard. You're not the only one. Yeah. Apparently, Chain Whirlers enter the battlefield, can be used to kill everything, no matter how. Yeah, the new status effect. Well, Chain Whirler says he deals that damage to all creatures. So, trigger on the stack. You give him. He's got a Manalith. I'm just going to Servo Expedition and swing. He's going to block something, but that's fine. Yeah, so Chain Whirler entering the battlefield, if you could give him Death Touch at instant speed while he's entering the battlefield, it would just it would wipe the board. So yeah, yeah. Dev covered that in his spoilers, like he was talking about that, and it does work. That's how Magic works. So I learned a lot of my Death Touch tricks back when I was used to playing this card called Glissa. Trader of Get, I think that was what maybe it was a green black elf. She was awesome. She had first strike and death touch, so she just killed everybody and like you just couldn't swing into her. Yeah. Yeah, there's a new card. It's got hybrid mana. Status and statue. You pick whichever one you want. You either give something a status or you turn something into a statue. The statue part of it is 1 green, 1 black, 2 colorless, instant speed. You can destroy target creature, artifact, enchantment. I think that's all. Creature, artifact, or enchantment. And then and that's for 4 mana. The other side of it is 1 mana, and you can give target creature +1/+1 and death touch until end of turn, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. You give something like Goblin Chain Whirler death touch, but you're looking at adding, green or black into a Goblin Chain Whirler deck. Like right now, we don't have a lot of instant speed ways to give death touch, so yeah, that would be that'd be a thing. First strike and death touch with trample. Yeah, well, that sounds pretty good. What? Well, he has tapped down our dude. We've been tapped down. A tap. Rakdos is a deck with Whirler. Got me. You got me, Jack. You straight got me, dude. Gotta go. Looking forward to watching more streams. Well, dude, don't forget to check in later, man. We're gonna have some fun. So, we will continue playing. Woo! Time to get that history on. I'm still gonna swing this way and get in for 1 point of damage. So, what is the nonsense we're playing against? Barry Drake called it a no-love deck. So, we'll see. We'll see what it is. Maybe it's got some love. Maybe it's got no love. I don't know. I don't know. The main reason I didn't want to play this earlier is because I wanted to... hide it. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more to be able to get that ascend going. We will get in for 1 point of damage here. Those walls. Those walls are doing work. Work, ladies and gentlemen. The walls are doing work. It's okay. Get him used to putting them in front of things. We're almost there. We're gonna go for it on the turn that history triggers. So next turn I want to Weaponcraft Enthusiast, and we're gonna go for it after that. Hopefully he doesn't like Sweltering Suns us here. Sidewinder Naga. It's pretty good. It's got +1/+0 and trample. So he can definitely start getting in. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to go Concealed Courtyard, Weaponcraft Enthusiast, go wide, and try to wait one more turn. So we'll play our land. The opponent said he just made this deck, first match with it. I'm just going to pass this turn. We'll Weaponcraft Enthusiast, and we'll make some servos, and we will pass. This next turn, we're going to be swinging for, you know, cool million damage, you know. Going to be Hour of Dev instead of Suns, right? I mean, he Hour of Devastates. Like, the reason I said Suns is because Suns gets under the wall. Like, you would wipe everything else, and then, you know, then the wall loops. So, that's the reason I said Sweltering Suns. Ooh. Gilded Ceradon. I think we're lethal here, though. I don't think he can turn sideways. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, so this will be swinging for 7. We're going to get into combat. Either way, I'm swinging out. And we'll go to blocks. We'll see what happens. The opponent's got to know that we've got some combat tricks. He has to know there's combat tricks. Swing, bada, bada, right? Wow. We'll let him make his decisions. We swung with a 0-1 for crying out loud. Okay, I mean, we just right-click, said get in there. Just get in there. I don't care. Just swing out. Even with the 0-1? Yep. Whew. It's going to be rough, opponent. When our 1-1s survive. Them Pride of Conquerors, though. 1-1s are now 5-5s. Getting work done. Opponents at -9. What just happened? What the hell was that? Whoa. Alright. Moving on. Yeah, I did too. I felt bad for him too, but we're playing a kind of jank deck anyway, so I don't care. Right? I don't even care. We could Sorcerer Spyglass's walls, right? I think we're just faster. I'm just going to run it back. Yeah. I mainly just wanted to showcase the, right? Just run it back. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, just... See, this is what we deserve. This hand is what we deserve after the shit we just pulled on this opponent. This is a new dude. He doesn't have a lot of cards. He's playing with some deserts. And then we did that to him. All right? This is what we get. This is instant karma right here. That's what this is. Oh. We're going to mulligan. Alright. Alright. Servo Expedition's absolutely perfect here. That's going to give us our first couple of artifacts so that we can get to rolling with this Spire of Industry. Oh, keep it as a challenge. Oh, you guys. Poor dude in his starter deck. We need a sideboard karma emote. We need a ton of emotes. From what I understand, though, YouTube maxes out at 9, so But you gotta have like 30 members in your community before you actually get to 9. So, we'll see what happens. If we get there, then we'll do it. Yeah, we're just gonna servo expedition and make some dudes. Implement. Oh, I love the opponent so much for playing this card. Eggs are so cool. Opponent. Much love to you, dude. Like, I hope you crush me this game. I really do. I want to see what your deck's got. What was your idea here, sir? I want to see it. Oh, another implement. Man. He'll learn. Invite opponent to the stream. Oh, he shocked me to the face. He shocked me to the face. No fear. This man's got no fear, y'all. He's just BAM! Getting in there. Alright. Oh, man. Does this feel bad? Alright, how do we set up for the most god-awful turn in the future? Do we weapon enthusiast? Like, I actually doubt the opponent's got, like, cards like board wipes and stuff like that. He's going to go infinite with those artifacts somehow. Just what? I've done it a bunch with that card, buddy. You can just, like, oh my god, Walking Ballista, that and a Scrap Trawler? Get wrecked, son. I kind of want to just, like, Weaponcraft Enthusiast, I don't know. We'll just play our histories. We'll play history, swing for 2, and see what happens. He just smacked you with a gauntlet. What? Just take it. Like, I'll say this. Yeah, he's going to drop a Pia's Revolution and go off, and I'm going to be like, I take the damage. And it goes to the grave. Aw, you didn't get it back. Okay. The opponent, like, I love the spiciness of his deck. He's got a cool little deck here. Man, this card's so great. This card's so good, guys. Like, I don't know why we just didn't have more support to make this card like even better than it really is, but this card's great. You sack. It's an egg. It's just a perfect little egg. You can pay 1 red and ping somebody. Like, you used to. Oh, you can still do it to a Planeswalker. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Absolutely great. Do it for the love of the game. Kind of like the green one of those. It's meh against aggro as a filler for a little extra health. I actually really like the green one with Winding Constrictor. I actually built a Jun Pia's Revolution deck one time just for, giggles and yeah. I told him that you know, he's live on YouTube. Like, you guys were like, Ed, you know, bring him to the stream. But he's like, oh great, everyone can see my shame. I said no. We were praising him for running the implement. So I do love that card. The implement's great. I'm expecting him to be able to do some crazy stuff here somewhere. So we'll see what happens. You're losing your Arborback Stomper in your Arena Mono Green deck for health. You don't have the wild cards needed for things at the top end of the curve. All right. The opponent's got no mana. Like, it feels bad to drop this extra history. Doesn't feel that bad, but it feels a little bit bad. I don't know. History into history is like the greatest thing in the world, so props for the opponent for playing these cards. You're really liking it. You know, he also hasn't scooped when he's only at 2 mana, right? Like, the opponent hasn't scooped. Like, that says a lot about the opponent. So, much love for the opponent. Like, and, you know, as always, thank you very much, Barry. I like how you healed up right there. Yeah. Like, bam. Hey, it's working quicker now. I think we just need to be on, like, YouTube's secondary ingest server. Like, I really do. I told him, respect for trying to make the cards we've seen so far try to work. So, yeah. That Pride of Conquerors, though, right? Lost to Wall of Forgotten Pharaoh's deck a long time ago. They just locked you out with removal and kept pinging away. Pinging away 2, 3 at a time. It was the worst. It was the worst. I think I lost to one a long time ago as well. There were some people that tried to make those wall decks work. Yeah. The opponent's in a bad spot here, though. Like, we've got history going off into history, into Weaponcraft Enthusiasts, into Pride of Conquerors, into this is, and he's not pulling land. He needs to be sacking these implements to draw some cards. You got it, opponent. We could have played this much slower, kept up a Pride of Conquerors, been able to, like, save dudes, things like that. There's a ton of ways you could play this deck and play around things. I'm playing this deck balls to the wall. We're just, you know, heading that direction just as fast as we possibly can. So, you know, that's how I'm playing this deck. There's a lot of ways you could play this deck. Slow it down. You're going to be able to set up for that one turn. Hey, bam, this is over. That sort of thing. So I'm probably playing this deck really wrong. But, you know, Pride of Conquerors is also a really good way to protect your creatures. I do want to point that out for some of you guys that may be interested in playing it. He said he has 28 lands in this deck. Ouch. Ouch. We're gonna go Weaponcraft Enthusiast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, plus all of these. Yeah. So right now I'm just holding up a Pride of Conquerors to, like, save myself from something, you know, the likes of Sweltering Suns or something. But I'm kind of doubting we're going to see a Sweltering Suns. I don't know. Like, this just feels bad. Like, it feels bad. Have you played Tetsuko Arcades deck? All the walls become unblockable for 4 to 6 damage each. I've played Arcades, and that deck's horrible, Jack. Like, I get that there's some cool interactions there, but if you don't have Arcades, or they just kill Arcades, then that's it. It's over. A lot of people are going to tell you, like, if you start asking about feedback on Arcades decks, people are going to be like, dive down. Dive down works as a great combat trick. Dive down sucks, okay? Play Blossoming Defense in the Arcades deck, because even when you don't have an Arcades, Blossoming Defense is still going to boost that power and the toughness by 2. All right, so like, Arcades is good. Like, you can get your toughness boosted by 6 or by 3, or you can get power and toughness boosted by 2 each, and that means your walls actually start trading with things even before you get an Arcades out. So yeah, felt OP. Wow, were you unable to kill the Arcades? Like, because normally when you just kill Arcades, like, it's over. At that point, you just got to wait till you can get in past the walls. Just like, what are they running? Like 3 or 4 Arcades? Use dive down. Well, cool, man. I'm gonna cast it. Oh man, this feels bad. Alright, well, 3 games with the Mardu Tokens. What'd you guys think? Huh? What do you think about the deck? You think it's sweet? You think it's good? You think it's bad? Probably should be going to sleep, but it's worth it to watch me. CJ Crabtree. Dude. Thank you. Like, you touched me there, CJ. I appreciate that, man. Think about this deck, guys. This deck's up and coming, okay? Or versions of it. Our very first match, we actually run into a mirror match. What were the chances of that? That we would run into another Heroic Reinforcements deck. People are going to be playing this Heroic Reinforcements deck, okay? So I want all of you to kind of, keep this in mind. These decks are out there. You're going to need a way to wipe the board. I am highly suggesting Pirates Pillage, or not Pirates Pillage, Fiery Cannonade, Sweltering Suns, Settle the Wreckage. You're going to need to stop this alpha swing. Be 100% wary of Pride of Conquerors. We have seen the power of Pride of Conquerors. I did get a chance to showcase that tonight. This card is broken. Okay? This card's broken. You're going to see a lot of this card come the next rotation. Vampires is going to be running it. Any version of this deck that comes out, going to be running this card. Okay? I promise you guys, be ready for Pride of Conquerors. Please do not get tricked by this card. It will just stomp you. And then Heroic Reinforcements, we got to see the power of that there. We just had a nice alpha swing against our opponent who didn't have nothing. But Lyra will trash it, and Brontodon kills Benalia. You got it, Jack. Then those are the cards you need to be running, buddy. Those are the cards you need to be running. If that is your answer for this, then make sure you're running those cards. All creatures enter tapped, so it just hoses those haste creatures. Yeah, well, you got it, buddy. Run that, Jack. Run it. If that's how you're going to stop all of this from happening, that's what you need to be running, man, because this deck's going to pick up some traction. Like I said, I mean, what were the chances that our very first game would be against a Boros version of the exact same deck? Yes, he had a couple extra things. He was running the white cartouche where we're running Toolcraft or Weaponcraft Enthusiast. He didn't have the black mana. But who cares, right? Like, it's pretty much the same thing. Run Bard, Steward of Argive. There you go. I mean, then they got to pay mana for each of those attacking creatures. That would do it. Yeah, Bard's not bad. I like Bard. I think he's a good sideboard card. You bring him against, you know, go wide decks. That works. Never. But you know, you may be dead by the time you get a Lyra on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Like, if your deck chokes, you don't get to 5 mana, you don't get that Lyra, then they don't care. You know, you're dead. All in all, though, please be ready. Please be ready for these decks. Friday night, this weekend, some of you are going to go to your F&M, and there's going to be a Boros Tokens deck. There's going to be a Mardu Tokens deck that is going to, like, not care about your Goblin Chain Whirler, okay? They're going to hit a Benelish Marshal. You're going to Chain Whirler. It's going to not do crap, and then they're going to start alpha swinging. And whatever you do, do not forget that Toolcraft Exemplar can get first strike. So many people overlook that. They block him, and your opponent goes, yeah, well, first strike damage happens. Your dude's dead. Move on to normal damage, and everything else hits. Like, yeah, come on. Make sure that you guys are... like watching out for this. That was one of the reasons I wanted to bring this deck to you guys. James brought it to my attention. I was like, yeah, the deck's picking up steam. I should probably play it. So make sure you check it out. This deck is super mean. We're going to start seeing it 5-0 some leagues. Some people are going to be running this. Somebody's going to get a 5-0 league with it if they haven't already. I haven't even been checking the leagues lately, but it's definitely going to be getting some love. So yeah, check it out. Make sure that you guys are ready for it. Man, this deck was fun. This deck was a ton of fun. And let's do the YouTube thing, right? Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. Let me know what you think about the deck in the comments below. Patrons, I put out a private video for you guys today where we're just kind of like looking at all the decks that have been posted in the past week on Reddit. So that's available for patrons and people on Reddit. There's a link over there on the Reddit. So if you've caught me, now you know where to go find it. Go click the link. That's the only way to see that video until Friday. Friday, I will make that video public for everyone. It's not a gameplay video. We're just actually looking at people's decks, just kind of talking about the decks. Basically, a whole bunch of little mini deck techs and things like that. We pull up a bunch of different deck lists, go through them. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to be doing those on Wednesdays from now on. A lot of fun. Just, you know, looking at everyone's decks, everything that's been posted in the last 5. Yeah, it's the special E stream, Eric stream, I guess. I don't know what the E stream is. But, yeah. Anyway, yeah, check that out if you want to. If you follow me on Patreon, you don't have to actually give any money or anything like that. But if you follow me on Patreon, I make the link available there. Just trying to get some more traffic over to the Reddit, things like that. Give a little bit of love to those that are giving love to me, you know, that sort of thing. So, what else we got going on? Deck techs. We're selling deck techs and gameplay. If you guys want, yeah, I figured it was E for Eric. We're selling deck techs and gameplay. If you guys want to get in on that, $20 to get you a deck tech and a gameplay. I'm going to be doing the deck tech separate, so you know, even if your deck crashes, you can just show your buddies like, yo, check out this link. This is my deck. You know, you'll get some shout outs in there. You'll get some loves, some love, things like that. You know, you can like. Who wouldn't want their deck, you know, put into a deck tech? So I'm going to be posting those. You'll see a lot of those, which means we're going to have a lot of deck techs showing up on the channel. Going to be a ton of content. Spoiler season is here. Content's going to come to a complete lull on the rest of YouTube. I'm balls to the wall, boys. Balls to the wall. Right? We're gonna just cram the content while everyone else is doing spoilers and all of that. I'm putting out deck techs. I'm putting out videos. We're gonna be playing Magic, and we're gonna be having some fun. I'll bring you the most fun decks we can, and we'll just do some insane things. Resplendent Angel is insane. It made me put insane in my sentence. See the power of suggestion, right? Either way, guys, if you guys want to get in on the action, you can. There's a lot of ways you can do it. And most of you know those. So, all right, guys. That's all I've got for tonight. I had a lot of fun. Hope you had fun. We'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG. Trisha McNally, thank you for subscribing. Didn't think I was going to miss it, did you? Come on.